A child named Arden is born into a seemingly normal human family, but there's something extraordinary about them. Unbeknownst to her parents, Arden carries a secret. Her mother is a fairy who once fell in love with a human, and Arden inherited the best, and most dangerous, traits of both worlds. As she grows, Arden begins to exhibit strange abilities that hint at her true nature. She can make flowers bloom with a touch, communicate with animals, and hear the whispers of the wind. But her powers come with a price. They are uncontrollable, and their growth forces Arden to confront the truth of who she is. At first, Arden enjoys her unusual abilities, delighting in the wonders of nature and the quiet bond she shares with the world around her. However, as she ages, her powers become more intense and difficult to manage. She inadvertently manipulates weather patterns, causes plants to grow wildly, and hears the thoughts of animals, sometimes even catching glimpses of others' emotions. These powers start to cause tension between Arden and the human world she's grown up in. Her parents, although loving and kind, are frightened by her growing abilities, worried that something is wrong with her. They take her to specialists, but no one can explain the strange occurrences. Arden feels isolated, knowing she's different but not understanding why. One day, while wandering in the woods near her home, Arden meets a mysterious figure, Lyrian, a fairy who has been watching over her since birth. Lyrian reveals Arden's true heritage. She is part human, part fairy. Lyrian also explains the rules of the two worlds. Arden must choose which world to belong to. If she chooses the human world, she must suppress her fairy nature, and her powers will gradually fade. But if she chooses the fairy world, she will leave behind everything she knows, and her human life will become a distant memory. As Arden navigates her teenage years, she faces a difficult dilemma. The human world is all she has known, and she loves her family deeply. But the fairy world calls to her, offering a sense of belonging and freedom she has never experienced. However, the fairy world is not without its dangers. It is a land filled with strict rules, and Arden's powers, while remarkable, are feared by some factions of the fairy kingdom. They view her as an unstable force that could tip the balance between the two worlds. Her decision becomes even more complicated when a magical threat to both realms emerges, a powerful enemy who seeks to exploit Arden's hybrid nature and use her abilities for their own gain. Arden realizes that, in order to protect both her worlds, she must confront the power she has yet to fully understand. As Arden embarks on a journey of self-discovery, she learns that her hybrid nature is not a curse but a bridge between two worlds. Along the way, she meets other beings like herself, humans with hidden magical bloodlines, and fairies who have been cast out of their realm for loving humans. These encounters help her understand that she is not alone, and that she has the potential to unite the two worlds in a way no one ever imagined. With the threat growing stronger, Arden must make her choice. But she realizes that she doesn't have to choose between one world and the other. Instead, she can forge a path of her own, one that allows her to live in both worlds, using her powers to heal the rift between them. She calls upon both human ingenuity and fairy magic to outwit the enemy and protect both realms. Arden decides to live as a bridge between the two worlds, refusing to choose one over the other. She works to create a harmonious existence where humans and fairies can coexist. Her abilities grow even stronger, and she becomes a symbol of unity, showing that being different is not a weakness, but a strength. Arden's love for both worlds transforms her into a figure of legend, and the two realms begin to find common ground, learning to embrace the beauty of their differences. Arden standing at the border between the human world and the mystical world of the fairies, where she has built a sanctuary for both. She watches the sun set, knowing that no matter what the future holds, she is exactly where she's meant to be, living between two worlds, fully herself.